And we live, man. Yo, what's going on with the pod, man? You know what I'm saying? OTP back in this bitch, and we here to talk a lot of shit for y'all, man.
Cap, bro. No cap, bro.
Yes, sir.
We
We
gotta
got the
introduce the guest,
playoffs
though. We
coming
gotta
up.
introduce the new guest real quick, though. Let's all keep
My
it
bad,
buck.
my
Michael,
bad.
please introduce the guest, bro.
All right, so here we got my boy right here, man. Baseball savant. You know what I'm saying? One of the top high school baseball coaches in San Mateo County. Gabriel,
I
man.
love it.
Say what's up.
Hey, right on. Appreciate y'all for introducing me. Yeah, cannot wait to do this podcast. I've been dying to do a baseball podcast with y'all.
Yo, what I'm saying?
So we talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of football, but hey, the baseball is that real shit. So
Come on.
let's get on to it.
Come on.
Let's get on it.
Yes, sir. Baseball playoffs are upon us. Hey, in my opinion, and I've been saying this for a while, the best playoff sport out there. But hey,
Fact.
that's neither here or there. It's just because you got games every day, like high stakes games every day. Like football, you gotta wait all week and
That's
shit.
true. That's true.
You know what I mean? That's neither here or there. But we got the playoffs starting tomorrow, 12 noon. So we're just gonna kick it right off. You know, we could go round through round. You know, just see what our feelings are and our predictions for each round. We're gonna go start with the wild card. So at tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon, y'all. Middle of the day, we got the Rangers taking on the Rays in Tampa Bay. So how y'all feel about that one? So it's a wild card, so it'll be a best of three, right? And all three games will be at the home ballpark. Correct or not?
Correct, Gabe?
I'm not sure about the home.
I think
Oh,
it's,
they all
I
have
think
That's
it's,
what I thought with the new.
I think it's
with the new
type
wild-
shit.
I think
Oh,
it is.
nah.
Yeah, I think it might be a
So
one.
it's all that race. All that race.
Yeah,
All that race.
They all at the same spot.
All that race.
Yeah, they're all at the same
Right
spot.
now.
Shit.
Hey,
That's
Rays
kinda
Rays
crazy.
throughout the year, they've had that pitching. They had a lot of losses on the year, so I don't know. They're relying on Glasnow. They have Aaron Savale. Glasnow's a dog. We know that. But hey,
Yep.
dealing with Giants legend Bruce Bochy in those 3 rings, that's not going to be an easy task. So I think Rays can definitely squeak one, but an early prediction for me is Rangers probably in 3, because
Rangers in 3.
I can't ignore the Rays. They're sneaky. They got good hitting. They got good hitting everywhere. They got guys with 15 plus bombs pretty much all around the field. So they're gonna put up a fight, but I think the season's gonna end early.
Damn. So wait, what'd you say? You said Tampa. You think the Rangers are gonna win?
I think for sure Rangers are gonna win. Yeah.
Okay, so we got right here the Rangers going into tomorrow. Got a 5.2% chance to win the playoffs, and the Caesars odds to win is at plus 1600.
Wait.
So,
to win what? The World Series?
World Series.
Okay. I thought you were talking
The
about the
World
first
Series.
round. I was gonna say, jeez.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, if you want to talk about winning this, advancing, they have a 42% chance.
Okay, so the Rays are like slightly favored type shit.
They have a 42% chance.
The Rays are slightly favorite.
Uh-huh.
No. I'm talking about the Rangers. The Rangers have a 42% chance.
Yeah, so the Rays slightly favored type shit. They got 50.
Yeah, the Rays slightly favored. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
bro.
you know.
I got the same prediction as Gabe, bro, to be honest. I mean, if you just want to keep it simple, bro. Rays, they don't got like that many like stars, you know what I'm saying? Playoffs is all about the stars, who gonna come through in the clutch type shit.
Yeah.
Like, the only dude I can really think of on the Rays is Randy, bro. To be honest,
Yeah.
that's really like a star.
You got Yandy Diaz won. He actually won the American League batting title. He batted 316. He's a stud. Can't ignore him.
Can't.
But they have the Rays developed the best depth players, and their depth is insane. They got no names with 15 plus
Yeah.
20. And you got to look at this. If the Rays can take advantage of the weak pitching from the Rangers, it could definitely be a problem. Game 1, we got Jordan Montgomery on the bump. And he's a 3.2 ERA. He's not bad, but he's a lefty. And a lot of the good Rays hitters are righties. So, and with the Rays having Glasnow on the mound, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Rays do take Game 1. All you got to do is win 2, right, to win the series?
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rangers are in an early hole. But if the Rangers can limit Glasnow to not go more than 5 innings, it's the Rangers definitely got it. But if Glasnow has a game, Rangers could definitely be in the early hole. But I don't know. Seaman, Seager. I don't know if Evan Carter, the rookie, is playing in the playoffs, but Tavares, those guys can all hit. Every single one of them can hit. So this is probably the best series in the early rounds, in my opinion, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. This just like they got to start to the lineup, even though, like you said, the Rays don't really have the depth anymore. Wander Franco out. They got Brandon Lowe out. Luke Rayleigh out. You know, so they're down to. Oh, do they got the brothers on the same team now?
Yeah, it's Josh Lau and Brandon Lau. Yeah, Josh Lau's a dog.
One was on the Rangers, right? Oh no,
I'm
is
not
that?
sure about that.
Oh no, one's Nathaniel.
No, they got Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel, yeah. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of lows in this series.
Facts. And they all are raked too. Josh Lau, honestly, like not nobody, but to like a common fan or like a non-common fan, definitely is. He has what, like 20 bombs? Pretty crazy.
You talking about
Look at the
Nathaniel Lowe?
Josh Lau.
Yeah, it gets confusing. I thought there was two of them, but now I'm seeing that there's three of them.
I'm gonna tell
Josh
y'all what it's
Lau.
coming down to, y'all. I'm gonna just say it right here. It's like
What's
it's
it coming
pretty
down
much Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and Bruce Bochy versus Randy and the pitching of the Rays.
And I'm not
And
gonna
to be
lie,
honest, that's like what playoffs comes down to, bro. And if Corey
Yeah.
Seager gets it popping, you know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much what's gonna happen.
hey,
Corey
let's
Seager
keep it a
gonna go
buck.
get it.
Let's keep it a buck. We're Giants fans, die hard, but my bad. Three of us are. Lose a freaking bandwagon Yankees fan.
Type shit.
But
Wagon Yankees fan. That's what we're going with. Yeah, I'm a Yankees, so niggas know what's up with me though. Niggas know.
hey, we know what's up.
Yeah,
That type shit. Hey, but what I was saying, Seager is probably like definitely a top 3 player in the postseason, and Randy's up there too. So,
Randy's
Randy's
probably
good.
won that.
Mm-hmm.
but Seager in the playoffs produces. I gotta look at his playoff numbers right now.
All right. But let me tell you what let me tell you what I think it's gonna come down to in this series, because it's gonna be a quick series. It's gonna go by quick, not a lot of innings compared to a 5 or 7 game. So I think it's gonna come down to the starting pitching. And when I think of the starting pitching, who has the advantage? That's tough because both teams are banged up. Like the Rays, they've got some hurt pieces, but I think the Rays are gonna pull off with the better pitching in this series. And yeah, so
Yeah,
because Max Scherzer, he you don't even know if he's gonna pitch. Like you said, Jordan Montgomery's gonna go for game 1, and Nathan Eovaldi hasn't been himself since he's came off the injured list. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Aroldis Chapman needs to find himself. You know, so I think it's going to be very interesting. You know, the Rangers aren't the hottest team coming into the playoffs right now. So I think it's going to come down to the pitching, and I think the Rays got the advantage. And I think this is going to be a very offensive series.
Yeah, I agree. It just like we said earlier, this is by far the toughest series to predict because these teams are just both in their own respect. Like even they're not going to go down. You know, the Rangers are going to hit their way out of the problems, but yeah, you're right. The pitching definitely does make a difference. Game 1 is Glasnow. Game 2 is Eflin. Eflin's had a great year, and I'm assuming Game 3 would be what's his name? I said his name earlier.
They got Littell in there.
Littell.
Or Bradley, the young guy. He might be a rookie.
Yeah,
Taj Bradley.
So I did forget about Taj. I could see him being like if they make it past this round, definitely like a kind of like a relief pitcher role because that kid is good. He has talent, but ERA is pretty high, and it's hard to pitch when you in playoffs like that. A lot of pressure, things change.
The Rays got the former Giant Zach Littell, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see him get a playoff start. I always thought that when Littell was on the Giants, that he had the tools to become a good starting pitcher, and it never panned out for him with the Giants. But now here he is with the Rays.
You know how it is with the Rays.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really pay attention to see like what the differences were between him on the Rays and the Giants, but I always thought he was good because he always had a good mix of pitches. He always had 4 pitches he could lean on, and that's those are the makings of a good starter. And he was over here pitching 1-2 innings for us. It became the opener. Like he was John Brebbia before in 2021 before John Brebbia really became the opener. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But anyway, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets a start. If it comes down to it.
So
Yeah,
who'd you say you got? You got the Rays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
This is- yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
have
get
to go the Rays. I'm gonna have to go Rays, even though that's tough. That's tough because that means I'm going against Bruce Bochy, and you know him in the playoffs is something different. The way he manages his pitching, but he, like I said, they're banged up, and some of their pitches haven't been the same. Like Evaldi was good, like was looking like he was gonna be the ace, like going into All-Star break, like he was gonna be the ace of this playoff team. And since dealing with the injury and coming back, he hasn't really been the same. So we'll see. Scherzer, they're not ruling him out. Like it's still a possibility. But if Max Scherzer can't pitch in this series, that's what I'm saying. It's looking tough for the Rays, in my opinion. But you never know. They could always hit their way out of it. But yeah.
You're
Damn,
awfully
man.
quiet over there, Lewis. Do you
I
have
ain't gonna lie,
any?
I'm keep the buck, y'all. I really do not like baseball like that. But
But we ride though, Lou. We ride though, baby.
I did Google the Rangers versus Rays wild card. I looked up why both teams should win. I'm looking at the why the Rays will win, and this shit just looks like a better why. I mean, it says they feature 6 players who hit 20 or more homers. They finished 4th in runs, 4th in slugging, 4th in OPS, and the whole team as a whole finished the whole season with a 259. And that's better
my
than
bad,
the
this is the Rays?
team. This is the Rays, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if they're hitting, and y'all saying they pitching is good, I feel like they don't their pitchers don't need the greatest of games like the Rangers. I feel like y'all making the Rangers sound like they pitching is just ass. You know what I mean? Like if they pitching it, if they rely too much on their hitters, I feel like that's just too much pressure. Like even in the playoffs when it's like, I'm not gonna lie, baseball in the playoffs is like the most pressure. Like it's either you got it or not with baseball. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Yeah.
I just think
There's things that
it's way easier to win games without that pressure though. And I feel like the Rays, they offense takes the pressure off the pitching. I feel like they pitching kind of takes the pressure off the offense sometimes too. So I feel like it's like I don't know. I feel like the Rays just overall have a more complete team from what it looks like.
Yeah. I would definitely agree, but the Rangers kind of remind me of a team last year that Louis actually predicted in our chat last year. We had the Phillies, and their pitching was in the playoffs. They stepped up, and the playoffs they stepped up, but they're hitting.
For most of the season. Their bullpen was ass, huh?
Yeah, and the playoffs was okay, but dude, those boys were scoring 10+ runs a game,
That's true.
and I just can't help but think like Simeon, Seager, Nathaniel Lau, Evan Carter, Josh Young is back.
So you're saying offense wins games. You're saying offense wins games in the playoffs.
I think in a 3-game
Yes.
series, it's crucial. In a 3-game series, it's different. A 7-game series, pitching has the edge, in my opinion. But in a 3-game series, you gotta get runs early. It's key because you're not gonna have Glasnow pitch 2 times. He's only gonna get one start.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dane Dunning, Jordan Montgomery go twice too. So that's what I'm saying. The Rangers have the edge in the hitting for sure.
Yes.
The Rays pitching definitely has a way better advantage. So
Yeah.
thinking the Rays is like safer because the pitching is just everywhere. Any guy on the team can just pitch and throw shutouts, but
Yeah.
the Rangers can hit that, it's wraps.
Here's the one ding on the Rays too going into this series. They're without Wander Franco, like we said, Brandon Lau and Luke Raley, all left-handed hitters. So on the left-handed hitting wise, they're down to Josh Lowe and Taylor Walls. So that means that the Rangers are gonna really stack right-handed relievers on them late in the innings. Despite two of their closers being lefties, they're really gonna try to lean on those middle to late inning guys, the high leverage. But that's the one thing, like Gabe said, the Rays have the pitching, but the Rangers definitely have the more offensive favorite team going into this series.
So
So
are we all split? It's a 2-2.
I got Rays,
Yeah.
Wow. So
2-2.
2 got Rays, 2 got Rangers. I got Rays too. Wow, this is.
but it's so even. It's even.
Bro, you got to think of last year, bro. The last 4 teams to be in the playoffs last year was the Phillies. They got stars. The Padres, they got stars. Yankees, stars. Astros, stars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's why I say the Rangers, bro, because they just got more stars, bro. Like, ever since I started watching baseball, bro, the Rays have always been good in the regular season, but they fold in the postseason every single time, bro. And it's because
Did they get a ring?
they don't got dogs,
No.
bro. They don't have
never got a
dogs.
ring.
Like,
They
don't
have
get me
Randy
wrong, they got
Rosarino.
dogs, but they don't got stars, bro. Stars is what wins you rings, bro.
They have the biggest.
Great points from Mac and
No.
Sonny.
They have the biggest playoff star though.
They
Not one.
I was
They
You're
have
right.
Randy
I don't know.
Rosarena,
I'll
who's
give you that,
the
but
biggest star.
that's it.
If
That's all
if
they
you're
got.
drafting just from these teams and you're making like a team out
Don't
of
say it.
all the playoff teams, you're taking Randy Rosarena first.
You're not taking him over Bryce.
You got it. You got that might be true, but you got to take it first just because of his track record in the playoffs. His track record in the playoffs is crazy.
He's up there. I mean, you got to say he's up there, especially after the World Baseball Classic.
He loves the big moments, and this is it
Yeah,
right
he
here.
does.
This is freaking make it or break it. Go big or go home. A 3-game series in Tampa Bay. If you can't win this, these guys are frauds because the year before that, last year they got first rounded.
They are frauds.
The year before that, they didn't make a deep playoff run. So we're looking at what 2019, 2020 were the last 2 times, and ever since then they haven't really found their footing in the playoffs. So, but I think it'll be time. Right? I think it'll be time to race. I think this is going to be the most exciting wild card round. Is the Rays.
Probably the last thing I gotta say about the Rays and just the series in general. The Rays love playing with a fucking chip on their shoulder. They love feeling that pressure on them. That's where they kind of thrive in, especially ever since Wander went out, ever since all that situation happened. They just not got better, but they just have a reason to win, and everyone always doubts them. So if they do come on top, it's definitely not surprising at all. So that's the last thing that I personally have to say on this series. But I got the Rangers.
I got the Rangers in 2, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
that's hot takes. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3. Because I mean,
yeah. I'm gonna say 3-2. Tampa Bay, and with Tampa Bay winning Game 1. No, Tampa Bay winning
I
tomorrow.
think if any team does sweep, though, it's the Rangers. It just makes sense.
Type shit.
Montgomery would have to come with it though. Game 1.
I mean, dude, he's a 3.2 ERA. He's fine. He's good. He's good enough to have a good game.
All right. Shall we move on to the next round?
Mm-hmm.
Low
the
key,
next series?
the next one kind of excites me too. This is a good one.
Here we go. So
This one.
we're gonna just stick in the order that the games are being played. So the Rangers and Rays, which we just talked about, starts at 12:08 tomorrow.
Mm.
At 1:38 p.m., an hour and a half later, we got the Blue Jays taking on the
sir.
Twins. 3-game series, all being played in Minnesota. The Twins won their division, and this is good. In my opinion, this is gonna be a sneaky good series. Just because the other series might entice you more, but this one right here is gonna be a good one, and for a couple reasons. But anyone would like to start, or shall I?
Go ahead. You already got
Yeah,
a
you can
little-
start. Come on.
All right, so in this 3-game series, all being played in Minnesota, it's gonna be tough. And honestly, this one's gonna be even too. This one's gonna be even Steven, just like Tampa Bay and Texas. And here's why: the Twins come with pitching. They have the duo of Sonny Gray and Pablo Lopez. And in the playoffs, especially in this 3-game series, you're gonna need these starting pitching. And I think these two may be one of the
Guess
best
what?
two, the 1-2 duo.
I gotta chime in. They also have Joe Ryan too, and that boy's been balling. ERA now, but strikeout wise, yes, and I think he could have a good postseason for sure, and especially in this series too.
So was he a starting pitcher?
Yeah, they have, dude. In my opinion, they got Pablo Lopez, Sonny Gray, dude. Maeda has experience there, and Joe Ryan. Those are 4 good guys I think could roll out in this series.
Wait, Ken Tameda?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's just 2 guys you're saying, but they still have 2 other guys that are quality. And
Yeah.
hey, we also have a former Astro, Dallas Keuchel, who I know might be sounding like jokes, but he's actually been hooping. He's been hooping the past few games. I can't pull up his stats right now, but he's been doing pretty good. So he's a good quality guy to have in their bullpen as well.
Well, so
Keuchel.
you're making it seem like you might lean in towards the Twins, but
Oh, that's my pick right away. I'm going Twins, no matter what.
you're going Twins. I'm
going
gonna have to go Toronto, and here's why. To start off, the Twins, I feel like they're slumping on offense as we speak, and they've been slumping. Like they, in my opinion, they live towards the finish line. Carlos Correa didn't play the last 2 weeks of this season. Royce Lewis, who was the big talk of town
Lewis?
mid-season because he hit a couple grand slams, he missed the end of the season with a hamstring issue. Byron Buxton's not playing. So they have 3 of their players are questionable going into the playoffs. And their pitching is good. They have good relief pitching. But here's the thing. We haven't seen it from Minnesota in the playoffs yet. We're talking about a team who hasn't won a playoff game since 2004.
That's crazy.
2004.
Wow.
You got swept.
Now, we're not saying they didn't make the playoffs. We're not
Wow.
saying they didn't make the playoffs from 2004 because from 2004 to now, they've lost 18 consecutive playoff games in a row.
This is like good facts. I might need to switch
This
up.
is crazy.
God damn.
This is
I
crazy.
love
In a
facts.
row.
In a
Have
row
they
is
ever been
insane.
home?
Hold on.
Were they ever home?
In
Were they
a row.
They were not at home some of these games. There's no way
They had no, they were. They were. For sure. They were. For
Now
sure.
we're not talking about one of the hottest hitting offenses in the league going into the playoffs round. That is not the team we are talking about. We are talking about a team that limped to the finish line with their star players on the bench, hoping and praying that they would come out with the division. In the end, the division wasn't even close. But if they were in another division, they might not even be in the playoffs. But that's neither here or there. They're going to be in the playoffs, but I'm going to go with the Toronto
Facts.
Blue Jays, and they have stars, and they have been waiting to burst out. Last year, they went out disappointing, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes,
Last
they
2
went out
years.
disappointing to the Seattle Mariners at home. I think this is the year they're going to put it together. I feel like Vladdy, Bo Bichette, they're the center of the helm. They have their bona fide closer. So I think, those 3 pieces right there is what you need, and I think that they're going to do it.
I
And they
love
have a
those
young,
friends.
exciting rookie. They have a young, exciting rookie who they stick in the outfield. And they have Brandon Belt.
I think
Come on
I
now.
think you're missing a key piece though, bro.
Kevin Biggio,
So, yeah.
he's up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Biggio, he's solid. He's been, from what I see from him, he's just a good, everyday, reliable player.
Yeah, he's
not
a good glove. You know what I mean? Good
Yeah, he's a
utility
good.
glove.
He's at second base, right?
Yeah, he plays first too.
First, okay.
You know
And
what I
then,
mean?
not to mention Matt Chapman. You talked about the stars. The Blue Jays have stars, so I'm gonna take the Blue Jays in Minnesota.
My counter to that is, you said, Vlad, Bo, it's finally their time. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's ever going to be their time. They've had this excuse for the same, 3 years. They always go to the playoffs and just fucking choke. Vlad's not that clutch. Bo's okay. And Matt Chapman's cool. He can play good defense. Belt, good year, but I don't know. I saw fucking nightmares for that strikeout he had against Chapman in 2016. No ice.
He couldn't
But-
catch up.
I don't know. Blue Jays, I know you're saying their time is now, their time is now. In my opinion, they haven't showed flashes of that in the past 3 years. And this year was a year to prove that, especially with the Yankees being down and Boston being down. And they didn't really impress me. But the points you did make about the Twins, not their history, but their injuries right now, is key. Because if Royce isn't going to play, Buxton's not going to play. But there's something about that team that just feels right. The pitching's who are we talking about again?
Twins.
You're talking about the Twins right now?
Twins and Toronto. Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the pitching. Toronto has what? They have Gosman, they have Bassett, and they have
Come
who
on
else?
now.
Manoa.
No, he's not
Come
playing.
on. No. Manoa is not playing.
Jose Barrios.
Just two starting
is
pitchers.
Barrios there?
Barrios is doing okay.
Yeah, Braxton Berrios. Oh yeah, or not Braxton Berrios.
Jets.
It's Jose.
Jose Barrios.
I don't know. It's tough. I think the pitching from the Blue Jays is Gosman, and that's about it. Barrios has a high ERA, but it is his former team, so he can have some more motivation. But yeah, it's a big what if, because if Royce isn't going to play, if I forgot who, Correa is going to play, then it's probably wraps. But I from what I'm reading is Royce is going to try to make a comeback in this series, and Correa is definitely going to play in the series as well.
And what about
So-
Buxton? He might.
Buxton's probably not.
I don't know about that guy.
But they've been winning without him, even though, yes, like Ian said, that they were in another division, they wouldn't make the playoffs. So Buxton is like whatever. If he was there, it'd be cool, but they could 100% win without him.
Yeah, so the Blue Jays, so their probable starters are looking like it's gonna be Kevin Gosman, Jose Barrios, and Chris Bassett. And they have the lefty Yusei Kikuchi, who they could utilize in the late innings, and
I would say the
Hinton, who
pitching's
they could also
pretty
use.
For sure.
And then but they have Jose Barrios I heard is having a great year. Like I said, they got the bona fide closer, Jordan Romano. They have Jordan Hooks, who they traded for. So, they got pieces all around. They may not be the best on paper, but they have solid pieces all around. Meanwhile, in my opinion, I think the Twins are lacking that because of injury, not because they don't have it. Is because of injury. So
Yeah,
and when they
that's a
do,
good
and when
point,
they are
like-
playing, it's questionable. It's questionable because it's win or go home right now. And if this game was last week, we don't even know if they would have played. So we'll see.
I'm gonna say this is for sure the closest series. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Chokers on both sides. You know what I mean? Few clutch players on both sides. Like, it's really 50-50. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But what it's gonna come down to is who gonna ice up in Game 3. I think it goes 1-1. I'm gonna say the Twins open up and win the first game. Blue Jays win the second game, right? And we gonna be in that third game, bro. It's gonna be a dogfight no matter what, bro. It's gonna be kind of like the Twins pitching is dealing, but they can't hit at the same time, right? And honestly, bro, ninth inning, who's gonna come through? Who do y'all got? Carlos
What do you mean,
Correa,
hitting or pitching? Oh, okay.
Carlos Correa,
If Royce Lewis is
or
playing,
Brandon
Royce-
Belt and Cav Biggio. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's close, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna have to say,
Wait, is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hurt?
no, he's
No.
not.
Oh, he just made.
He's not.
He just didn't- he
He's
just
not.
didn't-
He's
just
not
didn't
clutch, bro. I'm. Bro,
He's
these guys.
clutch.
I don't trust these guys in the clutch. Vlad, Bobichette. I mean, George
Yeah.
Springer. You can trust George Springer a little bit, but it's like this team. I feel like Brandon Belt's gonna be the one to get him over the hump if they do. And yes, at the end of the day, I'm gonna trust bottom of the ninth, or no, top of the ninth, tie game. It's gonna be one of them big lefty bats, Cav or Brandon Belt, that's gonna come through for them and win them that game, and then Jordan Romano's gonna close it out. So I got the Blue Jays in the closest series that we're gonna have. This is gonna be an entertaining series, y'all. So I'm gonna stay tuned in.
Also, a quick side note, just if anyone wants to think about it, Royce Lewis is going to play. He's going to DH, and he's proving to be one of the most clutch players in baseball. What does he have? He had 5 Grand Slams this year. I'm pretty sure.
In like a
5
week.
Grand Slams this
I'm gonna
year.
say he's clutch, but he has no XP. You know what I mean? In the playoffs, like.
I mean, Royce Lewis, he's one of the most confident players in the league. He comes back from injury and just balls out. That dude isn't afraid of any moment. I've seen him in person. I watch him all the time. He's just a freaking baller. Everything about him just screams a perfect baseball player. If he stays on the field, he's definitely a 25-plus home run type of guy with high average. So that him and Correa duo, they got Matt Warner, who hits tanks. Hey, Edouard Julian, Jorge Polanco, those guys rake too. So it's definitely going to be a good series. It's pretty even. We just said the Blue Jays and Rangers one is. Kind of talking about it right now, this might be the more even one for sure.
Yeah, I would say so too, for sure.
But Sonny Gray's not Cy. I was about to say Cy Young type of year, but he's been like a top 10 pitcher in the AL easily. So it's gonna be good for sure. I think if Royce does play, I'm gonna stick Twins no matter what. But if Royce plays, I have to be confident in the Twins for sure. Yeah.
So who do you have, Lewis?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say Blue Jays. 'Cause I like Vlad. I really don't even know.
They have a guy named Royce Lewis on the Twins.
Cool.
L-E-W-I-S.
They have Correa. They have Correa too.
How is that not your favorite player?
When Ian said they haven't won a game since 2004,
They have
That
not.
was crazy. I can't lie.
that kind of threw me off a little bit, and I think with that being said, they're gonna win. Vlad is gonna.
So Lou, your argument's history. You're relying on history.
I just saw a quote last year. Vlad said before the season started last year that it was gonna be a movie.
Yeah, that movie hasn't started yet.
I think we're gonna switch that over to this year. I think he meant this year is gonna be a movie.
Nah, he meant that for the whole year type shit.
Special. I think he's gonna do something special. I think he's gonna make a movie this year type shit, bro.
I feel it.
Watch out.
Like Major League. That's where my Major League jersey. I was gonna wear that shit today, but I forgot for the playoffs. Maybe our next week.
I know we're going round by round here, but if we're keeping it honest, these two teams past this round have absolutely zero chance.
Type shit. This is factual.
They're cooked. Their ceiling is right now.
Wait a minute now. Let's say
Could.
Tampa Bay wins. It's gonna be Tampa Bay versus Baltimore. That's gonna be a
Oh
showdown.
no. The other guys,
Baltimore had the edge.
they have a chance, but we're talking about the
Oh, you're
Blue
talking
Jays
about
and
the
Twins.
other two. Oh yeah, you're right. You're only talking about the Blue Jays and the Twins. No, they don't stand a chance
Yeah.
next round.
So,
Cooked.
but that's
Cooked
for
as
next week.
fuck.
That's for next week.
Yes, we'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about we'll just focus on these 4 series of games.
Next
So
week we're down.
yeah,
sure.
so moving on. So the first 2 games, that's gonna be the early window. The games are hour apart. You're gonna be able to watch those at the same time simultaneously. But going forward, tomorrow 4:08 p.m. So once those games will be ending, boom, we have 2 more games that are gonna kick off. The first one at 4:08, we got the Diamondbacks versus the Brewers. The Brewers win
This
their
one's
division.
interesting.
So the Brewers win their division, and the Diamondbacks are going to be having to play in Milwaukee for 3 games. Would anyone? So Gabe, you want to start this one off, or anyone else?
I can start it off.
All right.
AZ versus Milwaukee. AZ, I'm just gonna keep it simple. They've been dog shit for years. They've been getting ran through in that whole division, except by the Rockies. The Rockies suck. But this year, they got one guy, my fucking goat, Corbin motherfucking Carroll. Is a he came in, changed that franchise, went 25 home runs, 50 stolen bases. One of the best offensive 2-way players you could ask for. What a god. He does it all. But yeah, I don't know. Having a good rookie, especially a guy like him, brings that team up. So congrats to AZ on making the playoffs. As a Giants fan, nothing but respect. And Milwaukee. Wow. Milwaukee this year, every year I always write them off. Always. I don't think they're that good. They come in, they just prove their worth. Corbin Burns, Woodruff, Willie Adames, Rowdy Tellez. They had a nice prospect. They had great pitching. Devin Williams, the new guy, Uribe, Freddie Peralta had a killer year. I respect the hell out of that team. Milwaukee hit. They can pitch. But this series is tough to call. I'm still thinking about it. So if anyone wants to take over and kind of make their early prediction, go ahead. I'm still thinking about mine.
Shit, I'll take over, bro. I got you.
All right.
So pretty much, bro, the last few years, you look at Milwaukee, you like, damn, bro, this team got some of the best pitchers in the league, right, bro? So it's kind of like, all right, like, you always got to take them serious for that. But somehow, some way, they always find a way to fucking choke, bro. So I'm just going to, just off of that, like, knowing that Milwaukee chokes and the Diamondbacks you don't know yet, I'm going to just strictly go off of that, and I'm going to have to say the Diamondbacks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with Corbin Carroll, you know what I mean? I also fucks with him. I don't know, what's his name still playing? Is Zach Gallen still good? Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So,
He's the ace of their staff.
Zach Gallen, bro, you know what I mean? Like, they got a few studs. Christian Walker, I mean, I've been kind of gassing this shit for a minute. He hits tanks, you know what I'm saying? Lourdes, I don't know if Lourdes is still healthy, but that nigga's a stud, bro. I would say he's not a stud, but he's like he's the type of guy you can trust in the playoffs. He's like the vet of the squad, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm
Emin Ketel Marte.
I'm gonna have to say the Diamondbacks, bro. I just don't think the Brewers just have like enough hitting, bro. To be honest, I don't think they got a squad like that. Keep it up with you. Like,
Okay.
I don't even know who's their star, bro. Willie Adames, like, I don't. What's going
Christian,
on over
it says Christian Yelich has his best offensive season since 2019.
Willie,
there?
but he did have a really, really bad second half.
All right. So let me talk about the Brewers for a minute because the Brewers.
Ketel, I forgot about Ketel.
Yeah, Ketel, like,
Best player.
Ketel Marte and Christian Walker, they're the vets of that squad. You know, the rest of them are young and will be experienced in the playoffs. Even though Lourdes Gurriel has been there. Anyways,
Evan
like I said,
Longoria.
Milwaukee Brewers. This is gonna be my pick to win this series, and I'm gonna tell you why. For this series alone, I'm gonna lean on the experience, who's been there before, and the pitching. Like I said, it's always the pitching. Because if you have a good offense, you're gonna win a 3-game series. So you need good pitching. Now, it has come to my attention that Brandon Woodruff is not gonna be playing. He's gonna be out for this series. But you cannot sleep on. Well, no one's sleeping on the best bullpen in the league. We're talking about the
By
Milwaukee
far,
Brewers.
brother. By far.
Best bullpen. Closer Devin Williams is a bona fide star. He throws his changeup half the time, but people still can't hit it. They're hitting under 100 against his bullpen. Next, they got guy Joey P, who's been a key 8th inning setup guy for Devin Williams. They got a lockdown 8th and 9th inning. You got it. The Milwaukee Brewers got to get the bullpen. They got to get to the bullpen with the lead. Now they also got Hobie Milner and Bryce Wilson, who have been stars as well. And they got this new guy. What's his name?
Onier Uribe.
Yes, Uribe. He throws gas, and he's young, but he's pitched himself into a high leverage situation. So it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do with him. They look like they have a lockdown bullpen. And on the offensive side, key stars to look out for in the series and to have breakout playoff performances. William Contreras, I think, is gonna be up there for the Brewers. Sean Murphy, who they traded for, is gonna be a star. Christian Yelich is having one of his better seasons, and Mark Canha, I think, is going to be doing his thing too for Milwaukee. So look out for them, but don't sleep on the Diamondbacks. The main reason I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to win is because they're pitching. Who they have two pitchers who I think are going to be good, but they've been relying on them all season long. Fatigue is real. End of the season, that's a real thing. It's a grind, 162, and now you're gonna ask them to pitch the biggest games of their life, pretty much. So they have Zach Gallen. Yes, he's their best player or their best pitcher, and they have Merrill Kelly. After that, it gets iffy. And when I say iffy, I mean shaky. And when I mean shaky, I mean fraudulent when it comes to their pitching.
Yeah.
When it comes to their pitching, for the simple fact that they're a young pitching staff, a very young pitching staff. So when you think of the pitchers that besides their co-aces Kelly and Gallen, you're looking at rookies. You're looking at some guy, Fat, whatever the fuck his name is,
Brandon
and you're
Fat.
looking at
He's pitching game one.
Ryan.
Yeah, it's wraps.
What are they gonna open? They're gonna open for game one. Why wouldn't you not play your best pitcher?
They're pitching Brandon Fat, and his ERA is dog shit. He comes in there scared as shit. Talk about fraudulent. He's just a pussy. He goes in there and gets fucking rocked every time.
Rock.
Honestly, Ian, did you finish your? I'm gonna let Ian finish before I get into that.
I mean, I was pretty much there because Michael really recapped what the Diamondbacks have going on offense, which I don't disagree with. I'm just saying it's gonna come down to the lockdown pitching, and I think that in these high leverage situations, that the Brewers have the advantage. And not to mention this past week, the Brewers offense has been coming up clutch. Like they have been rallying for some big wins late in games, and notably against the Cubs, who they really ended their season before they took on the Braves. They really put them in a hole. So the Milwaukee Brewers their offense was doing their thing. I also forgot to mention Carlos Santana, who's probably seen every pitcher, pitch type, pitch form, pitch sequence in his career. So look out for him to utilize his veteran presence for big at-bats, maybe off the bench. Maybe he'll be starting against certain type of pitchers. So look out for the Brewers. I got the Brewers at home.
Yeah, just to follow up, Sonny made really, really great points about the Diamondbacks. I think they got more stars. It's just their pitching. Gallen, solid as hell. Merrill Kelly, after that, that's it. I don't really trust anyone on that team to really dominate.
All right, wait, let me ask you something. What's more dog shit? The Diamondbacks pitching or the Brewers lineup? Because I think the Brewers lineup is pretty shit.
I was going to get into this. So even though on paper the Brewers lineup is quote-unquote shit, they produce. They, during the season, have proven that they can be pretty effective on that side of the field. And they hit pretty well. Willie Adames is clutch. Rowdy's been hitting bombs. Santana's been a really great addition to them. They also have Mark Canha. Their outfield's okay. Yelich, he had a good year, had a terrible second half. But these are guys that could benefit. If there's good pitching, it's a close game. I think this team can definitely put on runs, especially like they did at the end of the season. At the end of the season, like Ian said, they were raking. I can't put up the stats right now, but they were at least scoring 5+ runs damn near each game. Is that right, Ian?
Maybe 6.
Yeah. Their offense is good enough to put up runs for sure. So, I don't know. I hyped the Corbin Carroll. That roster, their lineup is good. But, man, I don't think they can handle this Brewers pitching staff, even without Woodruff in a 3-game series. Because you still got Corbin Burns. You still got Brandon Woodruff. You got their whole bullpen. You still got quality guys like Wade Miley. Trevor Medrell isn't too bad either. Chafin has been pretty solid all year. And they're hitting, Willie Adames, William Contreras, Rowdy, Santana, Bryce Terang's not bad. They also play pretty good defense. They got speedy guys like Sal Frey that can play the hell out of center and right field. will be a future Gold Glover one day, and just Yelich too. I don't know. For me, it's Brewers. Honestly, with kind of with ease. I don't think AZ's ready yet, so I got the Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
I
What you
mean,
feeling like, Lou?
If I had to pick one, bro, I don't know, dude. Because like Michael said, the Diamondbacks, like they're just young. They're like this team is so unexpected. Like you just like they could honestly just come out of nowhere and just light everybody. You know what I mean? Like they really could just go crazy.
I mean-
But then I'm not gonna lie, Gabe and Ian won me over with this pitching, bro. Like they like this bullpen is just. I mean, is they really like that? I mean, damn. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's like
they got
Do
the
you
best
trust-
pitching in baseball, but their lineup
do
is
you
like
trust?
one
Come
of
on,
the
Michael.
worst.
Like, do you trust youngins who's never been here before, or the best bullpen in baseball? It's like,
All right, it's kind of like this. Like, would you rather trust a nigga like Josh Allen that you've seen choke before, or do you trust somebody like Brock Purdy? You don't know if he gonna choke. You know what I mean?
because Jalen Hurts, that was his
I've
first
seen-
year in the playoffs, and he
I've
went to.
seen Corbin get smacked in the playoffs type shit. You know what I mean?
But that was
Like,
not his first year.
you know, I be seeing these niggas get smacked.
I mean, that's true, but I mean,
This is my thing. Let's just say it's a close game, right? Right, Lou, and the freaking D-backs. Oh, they have to look to the bullpen. Who are they gonna bring out? Miguel Montero. That's all they fucking got. I think the Brewers hitters are a little above mid. I think they see him, they're gonna lick their lips. It's gonna be GG's. After Callen, after Kelly, they don't have anyone else. Brandon Fat doesn't count. Brewers gonna win game 1 with ease. By the way, I honestly think Brewers can win this 1 and 2. If I'm keeping
If they start Brandon Fat, why would they start him game 1 so they could match? Are they going to play matchup for? They're going to try to get to game 3, and when they have game 3, they're going to have Kelly.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Kelly's going game 3 no matter what.
So
It's
who?
not good.
So who would it be game 3 for Milwaukee? Maybe Freddie Peralta or whatever the fuck his name is.
So it'll for sure it'd be Corbin, then Freddie, and then I could see. I mean, if they get in 2, that's their goal. This team knows they get 1 and 2, so they're gonna roll out their best 2 guys and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But
That's.
If it
But
gets,
if it
to
gets
3,
to it, they have Wade Miley, Adrian Hauser, Colin Ray. Okay. They have someone that could give the ball to.
But I mean, dude, I know Sonny said he's choked. He's still got that talent, and I don't know this lineup. I can see Cattell being a dog. I love Corbin, but man, playoffs and Corbin Burns. I don't know if he's ready for all that yet. So,
Yeah, it'll be it's his first time.
and if Woodruff was here, it'd be easy.
Yeah,
but-
it'd be easy. 1, 2. See you
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, bro. We're gonna have to see. This is an interesting one. What's more valuable, pitching or hitting? We gonna see in this
This one for
series
sure.
right
This one's
here.
the more.
But
the
like,
better.
don't sleep on the Brewers' offense. Don't sleep on the Brewers'
sleeping
offense.
on that
When
weak
I-
ass
when we
offense.
were rating,
That
Good
offense is
enough
ass.
to get 6 runs. Like I don't know if he's
rating.
to get even 5.
Pull up the comeback they had against the Cubs. There, bro, that
That's
shit
like
was
one game.
raw.
They're like overall, they're like their
No,
offense
they
is
did it
not
like
good.
2 nights in a row.
It's
They
like
did it like 2 nights in a row, and for the whole week they were hot. I'm telling you.
overall, yeah, they're not that great, bro. I looked it up. They have the
Yeah.
24th best batting average as a team. They don't hit no type of bombs. It's like,
No, they're the team that'll hit a double with the bases loaded. You know what I mean? They're one of those type of teams.
I see what you mean, bro. But it's like, they just can't compare, bro.
I mean,
Hitting-wise.
Arizona's stretch has been kind of Beat the White Sox 3-0. White Sox beat them 3-1. Astros beat them 2-1. Same team 1-0. Then lost to the Astros 8-1. Like this Arizona offense is okay, but towards the end of the year they were slumping for sure. They got absolutely smacked by the Mets. That's embarrassing. 7-1 and 11-1. The only team they really beat was us. They lost to the Yankees 7-1. So their offense is good, but like it's not gonna put up. I feel like in a close game against good pitching, their offense is just gonna fold.
I just feel like pitching is kind of like, for the last few years, it's kind of been like pitching really hasn't mattered in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but look, I think it did in the World Series though, for sure. Last year,
I see
for
what
sure
you
did.
mean, but it's kind of like how you said they only have 2 pitchers. That's low key what the Phillies had last year. You know what I mean? When
That's
they
a
made
whole
the World
different.
Series.
That's a whole different. That's 7 games. This is like 3 games. Hoping to win 2.
No, facts, but they made it through. You know what I mean? They made it to the World Series. Only 2 pitchers, type shit.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
So, I
see.
mean,
We
we'll
can
see.
go-
Speaking of the Phillies, let me take over first for this one, you guys. Well, matter of fact, okay, so somebody introduce it because I don't even know who they play. I'm just keeping it a bug, bro. I just know Bryson winning this shit.
All right. So
Bryson winning this shit.
capping off tomorrow's what is it? A quadruple header. The 4th game tomorrow is at 5:08 p.m. We got the Marlins flying over to Philly. They're gonna play the Phillies, a 3-game series, all being played in Philly. So we got the Marlins who snuck in the wild card. So what do they have? The 5 seed? Yeah, the 5 seed versus the 4 seed. So this is a true wild card. So the 2 wild card teams going at it to play Atlanta. So yeah, Lou, take it away. Phillies. Marlins going to
I got 2 words. Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
You know what I mean? Like this. That's it, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't even know they had Trey Turner. This team is stacked. Like, bro, they're going all the way. Let's keep it a buck. Obviously, they have Zach Wheeler. I know him. I know Aaron Nola. These are great. This is a great team. They have great offense, great pitching. What the fuck can y'all tell me, bro? It's nothing y'all can tell me. Going to the conference championship. No cap.
That's an early prediction right there.
Shit.
Like I said last year.
I'm gonna have to agree with you too, Lewis, man. And let me just add on top of this. This is serious. Like, it's kind of obvious. I think we all know who's gonna win this shit. Like, it's gonna be the easiest 2 blowouts back to back. And like, but to really add on top of that, bro, Lewis says they making it to the NL championship, bro. I'm gonna have to say that they're making the World Series, bro. And this is my prediction out of the NL right here, bro. The Philadelphia Phillies, bro. And I mean,
calm down.
y'all want to? Yeah, I know the Braves, bro. But when it comes down to playoffs, bro, it's like, it's stars. Like I said, bro.
That's
I
a hot
trust.
take. That's a hot take.
I
That's
trust
a really
those.
hot take.
I trust those Philadelphia stars, bro. Bryce, Trey, Schwarby, to in them big games hit tanks, bro. Those are 3 guys right there that, I mean, we seen Trey Turner and Schwarby do it in the WBC. You know what I mean? That says a lot. And come on, Bryce doesn't even need to be spoken for. Y'all know what's up with Bryce, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't sleep on what's his name? Bryson Stott? Is that his name?
Yeah.
You also got to talk about Alec Bohm, who plays a lockdown third base,
Alec
and he hits.
Bohm.
Had the best year of his career this year too.
I mean,
One of the
those
best
are
years of his
like
career.
young guys. You know what I mean? Those are extras, bro. If these guys come through, then goddamn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
also,
also
Gene Segura. They still got Gene Segura.
No, he's gone.
no, but
he's
do
on the
wa-
Marlins actually.
For the Phillies, do watch out for their center fielder. He's young, Johan Rojas. He's good. I saw him play against the Giants, and then I was following him a little bit after because, man, he covers a lot of ground out there. A lot. Like
You have a good batting average too.
everything. I'm not so sure about that. He's definitely in the lineup for his center field. It is crazy what he does. He covers like, I want to say 60% of the outfield. Like he's good out there. So, yeah. So, oh yeah, 298. Oh yeah, man. So look out for him.
Still have Brandon
he's a rookie,
Marsh.
too. Yeah,
He's
Brandon
good.
Marsh.
Mundo
He took Brandon
Sosa.
Marsh's spot.
Mundo
Get a
Sosa's
bad-
always been a hooper. I don't know the rest of these guys, but shit.
Yeah, for me, Miami, simple, the most boring team I've ever seen make the playoffs. They have what? They have Jazz Chisholm. They have
Luis Arias,
Luis Arias, third base.
Jake
Jorge
Burton.
Soler.
Jake Burger, Jorge Soler.
Soler's a hooper.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're the most boring team in the playoffs. And the reason being is their lineup's cool. I fuck with their lineup. It's not bad. But Yuri isn't gonna pitch. And
Yep.
Sandy's not gonna pitch.
Alcantara's out.
What?
Yeah.
What are you watching? There's no point. I'm not even gonna talk about this one. This is already easy dubs
Yeah.
for the Phillies. And Michael's take about I don't know, making the NLCS might be crazy, but the region is good. But I'm saving that for next week. But them making the NLCS this year, I just don't see it. I don't see it. But
I don't see the Marlins making anything either.
Marlins are gonna get swept, and if they win one game, it's a bad take from all of us because it's embarrassing. They're the most boring team I've ever seen make the playoffs in the past 5 years.
If they come out with this, I'll be genuinely shocked because they were a team who I didn't think had it in them to make the playoffs. They started off a good team, hot. But it was always the theme of the year with them is their pitching. They don't have enough pitching, and then their number one pitcher went down,
Yuri's
and their
not
pitchers
playing,
are
right?
always giving up runs. I believe he. I'm not.
Huh?
He may be actually. I'm not sure.
Sandy's hurt.
Yeah, Sandy's not playing.
Sandy's done. Oh no,
If
Yuri
Sandy
is
was
hurt
playing,
too.
they could have got one for sure if Sandy was playing. But yeah, no.
Really?
fucking-
Hoskins hurt? No.
Oh yeah, he's been hurt the whole year. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Marlins. Yeah, they're pitching. So we're looking at the Marlins. We're talking about a team who finished with a negative 57 run differential. You can't score. You know what I mean? You can't do that in the playoffs. Things got to be real locked down. And I don't think that I don't think that Luis Arias and Jazz Chisholm can hit their way out of this
Hell no.
series and into Atlanta. Can hit their way to Atlanta basically. But they do. They have some.
Their lineup is
Never
nice. Their lineup is for sure nice.
baseball.
The Marlins got a cool little future, but it's like, to me,
The
they're playing
Marlins
the
don't
best team.
have a better lineup. The Marlins don't have a better lineup than the offensive lineup than the Brewers.
I would say they do. For sure.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to say they clear, bro. Honestly,
I would say I'll probably edge Marlins as well. If Jazz
I don't
fully-
think the Brewers have anybody as good as Jazz,
Like,
Soler, or Luis Arias.
Luis
No,
He's
yeah,
the batting
no,
champion.
yeah. I said Luis is obviously
I think
clears everybody
Marlins
on the
clear for
Brewers,
sure,
but I'm saying
yeah.
even Soler, even Jazz Chisholm, bro. There's nobody on that team even close to them.
Who's the first baseman? I can't think of the first baseman right now.
The
Yeah,
Marlins.
Big Burger.
No, he's playing third. Who's playing first?
Shit.
Oh
Let
wow.
me check for you.
That's
Wait,
a
is his
good.
last name really Bird?
Oh, Yuli
It would be Josh
Gurriel.
Bell. Oh,
Oh,
Yuli Gurriel.
he's washed though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Garrett Hampson. I fucks with Garrett Hampson. Brian De La Cruz, he's solid. Jesus Sanchez, solid.
He's alright. He's alright.
It's like a
just
bunch
don't
of
have the
solid
makings.
guys.
We're forgetting a
They don't
name.
have-
Josh Bell. I think he might play first a lot.
Wait, yeah, no, their offense definitely clears the Brewers.
Yeah, clear's bad actually. Yeah. Matter of fact,
No. They do not clear the Brewers.
they
They
Shit,
just,
we'll
do not-
see.
they just played a series against the Brewers and won.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Marlins did
And
have a good run.
not bad.
It's
But
just that their pitching is not. Johnny Cueto's might play a game in this series, bro. It's
So
like
the aces are gonna be Edward Cabrera, Braxton Garrett,
ooh, Edward Cabrera, the show legend.
show legend that gets fucking racked in real life.
Wait, would Johnny Cueto pitch?
Yeah, honestly, Johnny Cueto's actually having a good fucking year.
No, he's not.
That little fuck, he is.
He has a 6 ERA.
Well,
Who?
good for him. It's better
Johnny
than a
Cueto.
No, he ain't gonna do nothing.
better than his average 7 that he had towards the end of his career for the Giants.
Hey, on another note, Lou with his hair kind of looks like Johnny Cueto, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, crazy work.
Crazy
Not
work.
nasty.
Nasty work.
Nasty,
Almost.
nasty.
No, I'm not gonna say that word.
So what are? All right, so just to kind of wind this down.
Oh, here we go.
Bro.
Oh,
We have another special guest,
what's
y'all.
going on?
Let's introduce him, bro. We're doing a baseball podcast right now.
Hey, why
Coming
can't
in.
I see? Oh, for sure.
Come in. Wait,
Alright.
wait. Let me just give you a little introduction real quick.
Alright.
So, guys, this is our boy Joseph Pineda, Balboa High School baseball star, one of the best players in San Francisco coming in. Probably I think he won a San Francisco Gold Glove, obviously, for infield play. I know he's middle to infield type shit. So, yeah, let's just get a warm welcome to him. So, I mean, let's just ask him since you're here right now. Any World Series predictions right now?
Real quick.
World Series predictions.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Astros are gonna go to the World Series, but the Braves are gonna win it.
Mm.
The Braves are gonna win the World Series. It's kind of easy, bro. I see these same teams go on, bro, and it's just like, all right, now there's these new teams, but they're new teams, bro. They're just happy they made it. They're gonna get rounded. Astros, Braves got it on top with Acuna if he stays healthy. We didn't see him last time the Astros were in the World Series, but wait,
the Braves.
right?
Who?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the Braves. Acuna. Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's early. I'm gonna go round by round. Do these for sure.
No. Let's hear
Yeah, let me-
let's hear your early World Series prediction, bro.
No, but I have to go round by round.
Round by round. All right,
tough.
I'll give you all mine right now. I'm gonna have to say Phillies and Astros, bro. But this time around, bro, hey, a repeat of last year, which is kind of boring, I know, but it's like, it's too obvious not to say, bro. But this time around, I'm gonna have to say the Phillies are gonna win it. Trey Turner will make all that difference.
My early prediction is that the Phillies don't even make the freaking NLCS.
I want the Phillies to win it. No cap.
I wouldn't mind it. I'm not a Philly hater.
Is Philly's America's team? Is that who like most of America's rooting for?
I think Philly is like
I'll
one of the most consistent sports states.
Yeah,
I would say this year AZ
sure,
is
for
America's
sure.
team.
all their teams are going to the playoffs every year.
Consistently, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a good fan base too. I think they kind of deserve it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say a good fan base. They have a dedicated fan base, but they're all fucking dickheads.
Dedicated is a good word, yeah.
They are dickheads.
I can't make my World Series prediction, boys. I'm so sorry. I really gotta look at matchups.
Tough right now. One prediction I do want to say is
I gotta look at matchups.
when I think it comes down to the next series, we're looking at the American League division. I like Baltimore to win and to face the Astros in the championship series.
Oh,
I do like Baltimore.
I guess
Baltimore for sure will make it.
I don't see a
100%.
world. I don't see a world where the Baltimore beats Houston though.
But like
Me either. That'll be tough.
piggybacking off what like I said earlier, you know, like these teams are new. It could just like fire right back in my face and they could just go crazy and dominate the playoffs. These new teams that haven't been here in years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts.
Cause you like just don't know. I'm gonna lie. For my pick, I'm gonna say Braves versus Rays. I think Rays are gonna do some crazy shit, bro. I think Rays gonna do some crazy shit, make it to it. I'm thinking Rays gonna go all the way, but Braves is gonna sweep them niggas. It's gonna be a quick World Series. Whether it's a sweep or 4-1, it's gonna be a quick World Series.
Why are you gonna have the Rays in there when they're gonna get swept?
I think they're gonna get there. I think they're gonna get there, but I think any team who gets to I think Braves.
You like that analysis from Ian earlier, huh? Or Sonny?
Yeah,
you like that? The home runs and the pitching.
Y'all scare me with that Brewers shit, bro. Like I'm honestly scared, bro. That NLCS is gonna be hard as fuck, bro, for any team, bro. I can't lie to you. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, the division series is probably gonna be that's gonna be the hardest one to predict for sure. The CS is gonna get predictable, but the DLSs, man, 5 games.
It's gonna. Well, it looks like the Phillies and Braves are gonna play if the Phillies win. That's gonna be like.
That's heartbreaking.
That's gonna be the series of the year. It's gonna be the Dodgers versus the Diamondbacks or Brewers.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Diamondbacks advance.
Astros got a free dub.
LA. All I gotta know is LA 100% has an easy route to the NLCS.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, but they have to rely on their rookie pitchers. Not many teams in this playoff.
Yeah, but dude, look,
relying on rookie.
What is Dustin May back or nah?
Fuck no, he's not back. Walker Buehler's not.
Damn.
They have.
Who is it? Bobby Miller.
Bobby Miller's looking like
Bobby Miller's a stud.
You
don't think he's gonna have his playoff nerves?
That is
hell
fast. Yeah. He throws gas though.
Nah, bro. He's I've seen a lot of reports on him. He's crazy, bro. He's a conservative, bro. I'm keeping it a buck. That guy.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these newer like pitchers and fucking position players, just these new MLB players are fucking dogs, bro. That's why they're getting called up so early, bro. And teams are starting to be, you know, like fucking 3-4 young guys and then like veterans. Those teams that are built like that are kind of fucking dominating the league, you know. The Giants don't want to fucking call anyone up until it's fucking win now time. Yeah, and that's why we're not in the fucking playoffs.
Meanwhile, you have the Braves over here who have all these players hitting 30+ home runs. How do you like the Braves offense in a 7-game series?
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go
Bobby Miller, Clayton Kershaw, Emmett Sheehan, Ryan Pepiot. How do you like the Dodgers' chances?
Oh no, the Dodgers are getting bounced in the CS 100%.
Facts.
I'm not gonna hold you.
They'll be there. I just think they're gonna be in there. There's no way Milwaukee or Arizona are gonna beat them. I think Mookie and Freddie are too good to.
But you know, we could see like LA their young pitchers give it all they have against Milwaukee or Arizona, and then once they face that Dodgers lineup who have been studying that film who have been watching that shit, knowing what their go-to pitches are, what they were just throwing last week. Oh, good luck.
So
Good
so
night.
what's
I
your
should say.
early World Series prediction, Ian?
That's tough because I'm not gonna say it just because you never know what the playoffs.
Don't
and
be
you
a
have to see-
pansy, bro. Just give us
Okay,
an early
listen,
World
but
Series
listen,
prediction,
but
bro.
listen.
What's
You
up with
never-
y'all
okay,
niggas?
but listen, you have it's because you have to see these teams play because some teams come out different.
You
You know,
do,
I
you
know,
do.
but it's just an early prediction.
I'll
Like
say
it's just a
okay,
guess.
Braves, for sure.
Don't
Braves,
lie
I say
though. When
Braves.
baseball momentum gets going, baseball momentum carries a lot. So I see what Ian is
It is
saying.
crazy.
Like if a team gets hot,
yes.
they get hot in the baseball. I
So
can't lie.
here's what.
Playoffs too.
Well,
Playoffs
but-
too.
but
Playoffs
basically
the
just
playoffs is
talk-
definitely
Wait.
individual too.
I'll make an early one. There's a difference between an early one and okay, no, this is my pick after like the NLDS.
Yeah.
Matter of
okay.
fact, I'm gonna
Since
change my
you're
pick.
early.
My pick is the Astros, bro. I think they're 100% gonna be there. So you gotta
Okay.
pick them. That's like
I'm
my
saying
safe pick.
Braves.
But
I'm
I
saying
think the
Braves.
Phillies are for surely like a. You know what I mean? I think the Phillies are gonna be there too.
I'm gonna have to go with the Braves and Astros, but that's boring. You know, I really
Mm.
would like to see a Phillies versus
Well, how can you not pick a
Baltimore.
top team? You know what I mean? It's just the smartest picks you could pick, type shit.
No, I mean no. I
bro.
mean that's not really how it goes. But in this case, I mean what else is there? You know what I mean? Like the Braves are the best offense in baseball.
All right,
the
if you want to
Houston
hear a fun
Astros-
one, I think the Rangers could make it.
I was thinking Rangers because they
Yeah.
have Bochy.
That's
Yeah,
like
they
a
can
fun
make
one.
it. They can
I
make
would-
it.
I would,
Fully healthy. Fully healthy.
I don't think they're gonna make it. I think if any like new team this year was gonna make it, it's 100% the Orioles to make that work.
Yeah.
Mm.
Orioles are a good pick,
They
but
have stars. Talk about stars.
I'm not picking
they
them.
would have to be
I'm not picking them. I'm picking them.
either the Rangers or the Rays, right?
Yeah,
They
we
would
got.
have to be
Yeah,
either one of those guys.
we
Yeah.
split earlier. We split on that. We
feel
each
like
anyone.
if The Rangers could beat the Rays, but then the Rangers would lose to the Orioles. I
Yeah.
feel like that's how that's gonna go down.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
talk
Orioles are
about
making
Baltimore.
Nothing's gonna stop them.
What is the wild card? 3 games?
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best of 3. Yeah.
Wait. Who would the Orioles play? Let me see.
The Rangers or the Rays. See, the
Rays or
Astros get a free
Rangers.
dub against the Twins and Blue Jays. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Super.
The
Right,
Astros
bro.
is like the safe pick, bro. Like they're probably
super
gonna win
free.
it.
They're gonna be in the championship series.
The CS is easy for me. I got the LA Braves and Astros.
It's
Baltimore.
honestly really hard for me to just think about a world where the Orioles are beating the Astros and
Yeah, I can.
it's very tough to even just like
and stuff.
say that I believe in that.
I
I want to believe in it. I fuck with my boy Adley. I fuck with Cedric.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Gunner. Don't forget about
I
Gunner.
fuck- yeah, I fuck with
Gunner.
that guy. And I said that guy. What, don't they have the newest guy too? Jackson?
Nah.
Or is that?
Oh, he's not
No,
playing.
he's not up yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think the Orioles
no,
are a year
I-
away, bro. Because when
no,
Jackson
yeah,
comes
that's,
up,
I'm saying he's in their farm system though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's the number
The
one.
time's coming. The time's coming. 100%.
he's by far the
coming.
number one prospect.
Yeah.
They say the best prospect since Bryce.
So maybe next year. But you know they're a young team. But talk about stars. They have stars all over the field, but they're just a little young all around. You know, Richmond, Gunnar Henderson, stars. You know,
Cedric's
One of
pretty
our
pretty
stars.
young too, I'll say.
They're still-
But he
They're
puts up numbers.
Is
bro.
Anthony
He puts up
Santander
fucking-
healthy? That nigga's a stud too.
Anthony
Yeah, bro,
Santander is
they're-
going to be a star in the playoffs.
They're bro.
Nice.
The Orioles they're. I don't know, man. I gotta see how they play first.
I'm about to say they're a year away, bro.
I
is
you
how
know
I
why I think
feel.
they're a year away too. They
Their
still need a
pitchers are
starting
young, too.
pitcher.
They
You know.
need a pitcher and they need Jackson, bro. And then they're
You
gonna
know
be
who's a
set.
good fit for them, in my opinion? I think this team's ready to shut them off, but
Manny?
I think No, I think the fucking Orioles should look at the Guardians, and just you sent one of the top prospects away for Shane Bieber. I think that's a great fit for their team. To be honest,
They do have a young ass team. God damn.
Shane Bieber might be a free agent coming up.
if he is the Oriole, I think my prediction for him if he's a free agent, I think he's going to the Orioles 1,000%. I think a difference for the Orioles in this series is going to be starting pitching.
Yeah.
My bad for this
Yeah.
series.
Dude, they
Yeah,
have a
right.
young ass team. God damn.
Yeah.
They're
they don't-
fucking
yeah.
good. They're really
Yeah.
fucking good.
It's
I
like
don't know.
Santander is like the oldest dude. I don't know who this Westberg guy is, but he seems new.
He's
Oh,
cool.
James
Oh, yeah.
McCann. James McCann is the oldest dude for sure. But Adley
cool,
Rutschman,
too.
Ryan Mountcastle, Anthony Santander, Austin Hayes, Gunnar Henderson, Cedric Mullins, James
They're
McCann,
fucking
Rory
kids,
Mateo.
man. I don't know, but I'm not saying after.
Yeah, these are ballers.
I don't know.
Like,
Watch out for Gunnar Henderson, and they got pitchers. They got pitchers too, but they're just a little young.
They hit good pitching. Promise
it's just that if you want to beat the Orioles could easily make it to ALCS, but if you want to beat the Astros, bro, you just cannot make a mistake, bro. Like the Astros flipped the World Series in like what, one pitch? Jordan hit a fucking 3-run bomb.
Yeah.
Game one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit like that, bro. It's just momentum turning mistakes, bro.
Yeah, no. But have they? I don't know if they gotten better or worse from last year. I would say a little worse, but it don't really
Astros?
matter. Yeah, it don't really matter in the playoffs with them, bro. They'll find
Yeah,
a
I
way.
was about to say, like,
Yeah,
they're
just wait on
consistently
it, bro.
making it, bro.
Do Astros have the best
Favorite?
home field? Or do they have the best home field?
Home
The
field
best home field
advantage.
advantage.
Like who has like the best home field advantage?
Baltimore,
To be
does.
honest-
Maybe Baltimore.
Baltimore. Wow. New team.
I low key want
Wow.
to say the Phillies or Braves, bro.
Phillies to probably do out the craziest stuff.
I
I
mean,
would say,
maybe-
I would say Braves for sure. To be honest,
Oh,
they're
it's-
Atlanta's
it's
crazy,
chop.
bro.
Oh, they got, wait, what they got?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro, they got the
chop.
chop, but like, bro, y'all remember like I feel like
Chop
last year
house.
the Phillies were going crazy in the playoffs, bro. Like
Ring
it
the
was
bell
like
and shit, bro.
insane.
That Bell in the playoffs, it's crazy.
But they're not fully healthy, bro. Like,
Bro.
I don't know. I think Reese is a big loss, bro. I think if Reese was there,
Reese
I'd
is
honestly
a big loss.
Reese in the playoffs last year was a fucking god. He was him.
But you lose
Big
Reese
loss.
and you got Trey, bro. Like, and Trey's still goated.
but Reese, bro. Imagine Reese and Trey. It'd be raps. It'd be raps, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be done.
Look out for Reese Hoskins, potential 2024 Giants free agent signee.
Well, yeah, no shit, because he's
Seems
fucking.
like the perfect giant.
Yeah, he tore his shit. Farhan's gonna pay him $200 million. It's called
Coming
a
off an injury.
And then blame it on our next manager.
But
All right,
yeah.
boys. Well,
Yeah.
I made my pick. I do gotta go.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's just all wrap this up right now, man.
Yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, that was our
Braves
that was our
are your
playoff.
2023 World Series champions.
Mm.
Ronald Acuna,
Nice.
40-70 season,
We'll see.
I won't make mine.
Kyle
But
Tucker.
yeah, just
World Series MVP.
Kyle Tucker's
He's gonna have
in.
he's gonna have 4 homers, 7 stolen bases, probably more.
I'm gonna have to say Framber Valdez, World
Ooh,
Series
he's-
MVP. He's healthy.
That's
be
your
like-
nice fucking cock,
What?
He could be
You know
like
who my World Series MVP
You
is?
don't know, bro. Huh,
bro. Give me Jordy.
Ronald. It's gonna be Ronald.
The agenda's there for him this year, bro. The manager of the Braves said,
Luis Arias.
"Hey,
What?
I'm riding the Braves. I'm riding the Braves because the manager told Ronald, he was like, this time you're gonna be there to enjoy it." So I think that
That's
agenda's being
crazy.
pushed.
Hey,
I think they're on a mission, bro. They
What
have, they have role players and
That's kinda
freaking criminals hitting 40 home runs for their team. It's raps. It's chops.
and Ronald's on a different level. But yeah, we'll see. But y'all, that was our wild card predictions in summary. Thank y'all for rocking with us outside the park. Look out for tomorrow. We will be live discussing and recapping, analyzing NFL Week 4 that just happened. A lot of upsets, a lot of good games, a lot
You know
of
what I'm
back and
saying?
forth. So look out tomorrow outside the park. We'll be live streaming tomorrow night talking NFL. And look out for us next week. We'll probably do this next Tuesday, depending on when the first round is over. But look out next week. We're gonna do the same thing about MLB, but just in the division series. So look out for that too, y'all. So we're you know what I mean. Be ready for us.
I just want to say one last thing before we sign out. If your team won this weekend,
I'm gonna catch niggas.
have a good night, man.
I'ma catch
You
niggas.
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna catch
And
niggas.
that's it, man. OTP.
Out.
See y'all
Hey,
later, man.
If you won your fantasy league by 50 points,
Mm.
let me get a hell